manipulate and transform. It can shatter the very laws that govern each world. The infinite planes of the multiverse are home to countless mages. Yet for all their mastery over their craft, they are each bound to their own.
Skill quest basics. Learn the basics of magic to prepare you for the adventures ahead and unlock story mode, where you can uncover the origins of powerful planeswalkers. You will earn a 30 coin, play skill quest. Let's get the basics going here. Move my Ultra Pro case out of the way. So it remembers me, maybe?
Welcome to Magic Duels. You are a planeswalker, a powerful mage, dueling across the myriad worlds. Your story starts with these skill quests. Challenges designed to hone your skills and prepare you for combat. Each player starts with a shuffled deck of cards called a library. Each turn, you draw a card from your library. You win the game by reducing your opponent's life. Zoom in on any card by moving the cursor over it and scrolling. While zoomed in on a card, you can learn more about its abilities in the More Info box on the right. Good job! You can...
The zooming tool is pretty nice. I think I played the demo of this a while ago. Maybe that's why.
In this skill quest, you'll learn how to attack with your creature. To complete this skill quest, finish off your opponent this turn. For each creature you want to attack with, click and drag it to your opponent. You can attack with all your creatures by clicking Attack with All. After you've chosen which creatures to attack with, click Confirm Attack.
That's pretty neat, okay. Attack with All.
Excellent! Attacking with your creatures is one of the surest ways to win. In the next skill quest, you'll... Your untapped creatures can block your opponent's attacking creatures. A blocked creature won't deal damage. To complete this skill quest, survive your opponent's turn, and then win the... To block an incoming attack, click and drag one of your creatures to the attacking creature you want to block. Once you've selected all the creatures you want to block with...
Jump blocking, I'm assuming. I'll take the two.
Great job! By blocking the more dangerous creature. Now attack and win the game.
Okay, you can stop the timer.
Excellent! Remember, only untapped creatures can block. Now that you've seen creatures attacking and block...
So far, pretty straightforward. I guess if you haven't ever played Magic...
To cast a spell, you need mana, the magical energy produced by your lands. Each of your lands produces one mana. To cast Lightning Elemental, you need 1 red mana. Your mountain produces that. You also need... Creatures can't attack on the turn they're summoned. In this skill quest, will start on your opponent's turn. To complete it, win the game on your next turn.
Okay.
Your Elvish warrior can't block this turn because it's tapped. The creature your opponent just summoned can't attack this turn, but it will be able to block.
Okay, so as well. His Elvish warrior, 2/3s. Okay, so obviously blocking that is going to negate any damage.
You can summon creatures to the battlefield from your hand by casting creature spells. To cast a spell in your hand,
he's only able to block one, trade, and lethal. Huh.
well done. All your tapped cards. For completing this skill quest, you've earned some coins. After you finish Gideon's campaign, you can spend
Ooh, coins. Interesting. Mergerk. These small groups known as Kithian's irregulars. Together you act as a force for justice and charity in the slums. While raiding Akron Estate for food, you draw the attention of the city guards. Okay, cool. So I click on that or hit start duel. I think this is more so storyline, so we'll go through this because I don't recall. You leave small groups. Okay, we already read that. It's the same text. Kithian.
Some creatures have flying, which lets them soar above the battlefield.
I understand.
Creature cards have icons on the left side that indicate special abilities like flying. Complete this skill quest.
Flying, reach. Can only block creatures with flying. He has a so we're going to block. So that guy's going to block that. That guy's going to block that, and that guy's going to block that. Theoretically, this is dead. They both trades. So I should have two. Yeah. That math. Thank you. That land, though. Played land. Okay. Attack with all. That's 3. That's lethal. GG and no re. Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Great work.
Continue, please. To ease. Helpful advice. Will glow when you're able to use them. If you are stuck for what to do, a hint arrow will appear after a couple seconds to guide you. Don't show again, thank you very much. So obviously the red glow here means you can use them. Oh shit. No. So there's no confirming for that, really. You can't attack. Okay, you can attack. Okay. I get it. Something sickness. I apologize to those who have never played. I've played for a couple decades on and off, so I'm fairly familiar with the most basic mechanics. Okay. He's casting a 0/3 guard. I'm imagining he's gonna have a shit ton of 0/3 cards. You can now manually add mana to your mana pool. So if I attack, he's just gonna block, so I'm going to skip my attack. What do we got for a 3-drop? Anything? Playing another guard or what? Oh, you're playing a Glory Seeker. Of course. Of course. so I'm not going to attack. I'm gonna pile up my... This is where I could theoretically trade. I don't want to though. I'm gonna wait for him to attack. I can get more favorable trades that way. See? Hearthstone has kind of made me logically think out loud a little bit more. In Magic, I would just silently think. I think that's probably where that habit comes from. You know, you don't normally voice out your logic out loud in front of your opponent, so I think Magic Online, obviously Magic Duels, much like Hearthstone, is very much the same thing. Other creature soldiers you can get +1, +0. Okay, so they're playing a soldier deck as well, or what? Of course they are. So let me play a flyer, right? Piling up some defense. I'll take my flyer out here and declare your attack, bruh. Nothing. Main 2. Get another guard, of course. 3/5 giant silent artisan. Okay, bruh. You're good. What do I got? Do I want this giant? Or do I want to play aggro? Huh? I think we play with the curve for now, right? I think we play with the curve for now. Sorry, word pop up. I don't want to see that right now. Take that shit, son. Take that shit, son. Alright. End step, bruh. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna attack me, bro? No. I'm gonna cast a little Glory Seeker, bruh. Glory Seeker, bros. Okay. Oh shit, I have to confirm. That's kind of throwing me out. I have to confirm. That's right, because some cat warrior. Definitely want another charging griffin up in this piece. I can't right click to declare it. Or can... There we go. So if he's playing defensive in this AI, I'll just pack him off with flyers. I mean, a 3/3 flyer each time is going to be pretty brutal for him. He's going to keep taking 6 to the face. That's cool. Just pumping them up, huh? We're good. Minus. Okay. What is he gonna do? Very cool. Ooh, planes, bruh. In a single duel, had your flying creature deal 15 damage, it was dealt no damage to yourself. Air superiority. Okay, that must be like an achievement or something. I have no clue. It doesn't say achievement, but it just said air superiority. You fight your way out of the high altitude, you realize continued resistance will put your friends at risk. You lay down your weapons, and the guards haul you off to the dungeons. You are sentenced to 10 years for thievery. Oh, okay. Still standing for justice, even while incarcerated, you fight against the bullying and corruption around you. Hixus, the prison's warden, begins to admire your commitment to your convictions. He starts your training in hieromancy, magic based on order and justice. Hieromancy. Okay.
A turn in Magic is broken into several phases.
Main attack.
At the start of your turn,
damage,
you'll untap all. You've already seen the combat
phases.
phase, when creatures attack and block.
Yep, I
This skill
understand.
quest starts in your first main phase. A Darkslick Drake stands between your Elvish warrior and victory. Find a way to attack and win this turn.
Okay. Okay. I wonder what I should do. Confirm. Wow. This is cool. I guess I'm trying
Good
not
job.
to be
Casting the right spell
too
at the right
facetious
time
here, but
can be the difference.
like I said, I've been playing Magic for so long that I guess like going through these basic tutorials will help you get used to like the game mechanics if you're familiar with Magic
Instants are
but new to
tricky
the online
and
version.
can be cast at any time.
Or
on
you
your
know,
turn,
on the
on
flip
your
side, if
opponent's
you're just
turn,
completely new
even
to
during
Magic in
combat.
general.
After you cast an instant, it has an effect on the game, and then is put into the graveyard. For example, you could cast an instant after blockers have been chosen, but before combat damage has been dealt. In this skill quest, your opponent has 6 life. Find a way.
Okay. So we continue. We declare attacks. Declare your attacks. Confirm your attacks. He's gonna choose to block.
A timer counts down whenever it's your turn to act. If
So I'm gonna stop the timer. I'm gonna cast Giant Growth on the one that he's not blocking. And then that's lethal. Yep.
outstanding. If you
Cool. It's kind of a way to put stuff and respond, right? Putting stuff on the stack and responding to other players by doing certain things. So this is pretty cool. So here we're gonna go lay down planes. Apparently you can't just lay down any planes, you have to lay down the specific planes. But please you control this one as well until the turn. Turn 2+4 give it. Okay, so we're working pretty good. the one and say go. Yep. What are you gonna play? Soldier? Okay. Cool. Reserves. Okay, now I'm assuming they want me to cast something. They want me to deal damage. I don't know if I should burn this right now. Can use it to get rid of something bigger, or am I being greedy? If I swing with both, nah, yeah. Okay, you're right. I could attack with all, but I'm attacking with that button. What is he gonna block? Okay, so he blocked this. I mean, it would. Block that out. To save my more specific situation. Oh, okay, my bad, I had to confirm. Resolves. Perfect. Griffin. I should probably play it on my second game. Get in the habit of doing that. I mean, he can block with one, that's fine, we can trade. It really doesn't matter, he'll still take two. On the aggressive front, in the sense where our turn is better than his, I think. He's playing reactive, but I'm also talking about AI here. Just not used to skipping or hitting a button to skip. Normally I would wait to cast any creatures or anything during my second main phase. Flying, vigilance, okay, so it's 2-1 vigilance, which is fine. So this is where attack with ball, and then we could respond if he decides to block. Get the fuck out of here. Take that damage, motherfucker. I should have let them trade, to be honest with you, but it's got another one. Okay. Oh shit. Not used to that, sorry. Getting tripped up by Hearthstone mechanics, just auto leads. What I got the Silent Artisan here. Again, I'm not used to the second phase, but instance, lightning strike. Okay, what are you gonna zap, playa? This thing? I mean, you can't do anything. But that's fine. You zapped the wrong one, but okay. Well, that's fine. Resolves. It's kind of silly. I mean, that's just a mistake I just played. I mean, I guess I did misplay either way. He was going to burn my income. Down to 4, bruh. Don't show again, thank you. Lightning strike, of course. Ripski. What is that? Let's see what that means. Friend, steamrolled. In a versus battle, reduce your opponent's life total to 10 or less before your 5th turn. Okay, starting on your 3rd turn, attacked every turn until you won. Cool. Those achievements are new since the last time I think I've seen this or played. 4 years under the guidance of Hixus has shaped you into a powerful combat mage. Hixus believes your natural talent for wielding magic bellies is something special about you. He suspects that, like his own mentor, you may be a planeswalker. Interesting. What do we got for time here? It's about 30 minutes in. Should I continue? Should I give my impressions thus far? Let's play one more, and we'll play it by ear. We'll see. I may wrap it up after this, but we'll do one more. A lot of, you know, the content on this is just introducing me to the main interface and the mechanics of, you know, the online platform for Magic the Gathering. But it seems pretty straightforward to me, and I have not played the online this online Magic. I mean, presentation
You
is
can
great.
have multiple
The art is
creatures
fantastic.
grouped
Still, card
together
quality
to
and
block
everything.
a single attacking creature. This is a
You
good
could have
way to
multiple
gain.
creatures block.
Usually,
Yep, I
an
get it.
attacking creature will deal all its damage to the creature that blocked it. But a creature with
Trample,
you'll
I
see
got it.
trample and group blocking in action in this skill quest. To
We
complete it,
block the
block
incoming
the
attack.
incoming attack and
Okay. Block the incoming attack. And when
to block an incoming attack, click and drag one of your creatures to the attacking creature you want to block. Once you've selected,
Thank you. Alpine Goliath. I have me one of them too. Oh wow, double block. Awesome. Attack. Please block. Tramples over. Deals you 2. Lethal confirm. And GG WP. Please.
Great
You
job.
can click. Skip that. That's good to know. Probably better. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you can click to skip it. That's pretty helpful. Well, if you're trying to skip. It's pretty helpful.
normally, all attacking and blocking
First
creatures
strike.
deal combat damage. In this skill
get it.
quest, withstand your opponent's assault and attack on your turn.
Okay, cool. So you're declaring attack. Cool. I'm gonna stop the timer. I'm gonna cast on this guy. Okay, it's gonna give him 3/3 for a strike. Yep, he's gonna kill this 5/3. Perfect. Confirm block. This thing is gonna take it out, and then I'm going to deal with my 2. Correct. Perfect. I'm gonna draw some land. Not right now. Very comfortable. Attack with all. I'm gonna confirm. That's lethal. GG.
Well done. First.
Thank you. First strike. Pro. What else we got?
If one of your creatures dies,
Graveyard
it's put into
interactions.
your graveyard.
Thank
To
you.
complete this skill quest, use your graveyard to win
Thank
this.
you. Protect a creature from your graveyard on top. Under the battlefield, under your control, that creature is black zombie in addition to other colors. Okay, so for... Oh. Duh. Choose a creature card to return to the battlefield, the only creature card. Confirming that. It reanimates. X, confirm. Got him.
Very nice.
Thank you. So they kind of bulked a few of those micro mechanics together. First strike, trample, and graveyard
Some abilities
interaction.
trigger
Okay.
whenever something else happens in the game. These are called triggered abilities. For
Thank you.
example, complete this skill quest by using triggered abilities
Triggered
to defeat your.
abilities. It's an artifact wall. Steel wall. This kills artifacts. What do you know? Bow. Thank you. Please target. Thank you. Please target Donkashan. What is this one? Whenever right creatures enter the battlefield in control, gets +0/+1 on the street, Foundry Street Denizen. Word. Is that lethal though? Very cool.
Excellent.
Thank you. Triggered abilities. Gotcha. Shit. Now we're playing an actual game. Let's cast some shit. I forgot we're still at this white planeswalker. It kind of throws me off when they made me do blue red, like in the tutorial, or black in the tutorial. It was kind of shit. I remember when Elite Vanguard was just simply a Savannah Lions, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, it's a Savannah Lions! It's a 2/1 white creature." What am I gonna play? Warrior, and then we're going to attack. I can't block. Please, please, you got nothing to attack. Cast some shit. There you go. See, he's smart. He casts his creature at on the second main. Which makes sense. Okay, I need to attack with this guy. Or oh shit. Shit, let's attack. Let's kill the spider. Shit. Yeah, son. Yeah, son. Whenever another creature dies, tap Foundry Steed. Fleshman Steed. What is it, Felmer? Okay. That's an interesting catch. it gets tapped to blink if he dies. Wow. Whenever it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1 until end of turn. What does it say when another creature dies? Tap Felmar Steed. Use the 4. Yeah, I'll cast this first before we pump it up. Then we swing with everything. Send it all in, baby. Of course. Good trade, Let's see. Double strike. Thank you, I know double strike is. 2/2 double strike, flying. Okay. Don't have the mana for that, so we're just gonna have to do with the Griffin. So either one, are you gonna trade these? Yep. He is. I'll take this. I have a feeling that this deck is gonna give me some type of creature buff next turn. I like that artwork. Very nice. If the stats on that isn't. Really? Let's try to get in the correct phase. You gonna block, bro? Take that trade, that's fine. Main phase. Continue to confirm. For Dotsies. Yep, you're gonna play Blood Army, of course. Yep. Confirm. I'm just looking for defenses in this next one. Let me get a buff though. Legit as hell. Let's declare. Block will otherwise we die. First strike. Baron Captain for the win. Overkill at this point. With your martial talents and magical skills, you manage to fend off the onslaught of voracious harpies. However, you hear calls for help from the main gate. Before the harpies can regroup, you make your way along the walls towards the cries. Ooh. Oh, that's a giant. Okay. I think we're going to end it here. The video's dragging on quite a bit. So first impressions so far, overall positive, in a sense where I'm trying to look at it from the perspective of somebody who's new to Magic Online. Say relatively new. I played little bits here and there back a few years ago, and this this is 2015 game, so I would say the experience is pretty positive. The cards look fantastic, the effects are great. I tweaked the sound effects so it's not so loud and the music's not blasting, but I appreciate the storyline. Magic always has cool storylines and characters, so I appreciate that, and it's free, so I can't complain. For a free game, and the fact that I like Magic, it's great. If you are coming into this game and your expectations are that you've played Magic and you've played other Magic the Gathering online, and like you probably shouldn't be going to the tutorial, so you may have an annoying experience if you're going through the tutorial and you're already experienced with both online Magic and Magic, just because it's pretty Care Bear, it holds your hand. However, on the flip side, if you have never played Magic and you've never played Magic online in general, and when I say play Magic, I mean the physical card game, actually physically having cards, the trading card game, and then playing it online, you'll have a slightly different experience. So you'll kind of learn the basic mechanics as they're teaching you, and they're explaining how that works, and they're explaining the phases, and the deck and the graveyard and everything like that, and tapping lands for mana. So that really teaches you how to play, and this is fantastic. I would probably recommend this to any of my coworkers who want to pick up Magic and play. They can find Magic Duels and play this and learn relatively quickly. It's fantastic. That way, when we do play physical card games, I don't have to spend the time to reiterate or rehash kind of basic mechanic stuff with them. We can kind of hop in. They can have a very basic understanding of the game. Obviously, Magic's a lot more complicated than kind of what you're experiencing in the tutorial, but it is what it is. The tutorial is meant to introduce you to Magic, and this does a very good job of it. So I'm trying to take it, I'm trying to be empathetic of the people who are actually playing this, but if you are an experienced Magic player like myself, and you come on, it does get a little dull / annoying sometimes, if you already know, and it's mainly due to a lot of us being impatient. Like, we already know that, I already know how to tap land. I didn't know you can kind of click through certain things today to kind of skip them, but overall very good. I can't complain. This is story mode. I'm progressing through this story, and you can clearly see how much content is in here for the Planeswalkers. Now, I don't know when we hit that wall, the paywall, but let's assume that we can get through this story without having to pay a dime. That would be fantastic. And this is just free content, so I mean, you can't really complain about that, right? It's very much like Hearthstone, where Hearthstone's completely free. Can't control with that. Very, very good game as well. Magic mechanics, and I've read on the development of Hearthstone, but I would say Magic's a lot less forgiving than Hearthstone, in the sense that there's counter spells, there's discard mechanics, there's some very, very annoying and complex mechanics in Magic that just frankly don't exist in Hearthstone, and that was designed that way. Hearthstone is definitely meant to be a little bit more user friendly, in a sense where it's not. I shouldn't say that. It's designed to be a little bit more appealing to, or less punishing, and that's done so deliberately. So the designers at Blizzard have deliberately left out a discard mechanic because it's just punishing to a player, and they want to leave out any type of mechanics that feel too punishing, right? Discarding so to give your opponents a hand or card disadvantage, land destruction, things of that nature. Hearthstone is kind of got rid of. So, sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there, kind of comparing the two. I don't want to compare the two. They're completely different games, different experiences, different expectations. I just, truly, Magic's been out for a lot longer, so you're going to have, if we were to put the full library of Magic cards out there versus the full library of Hearthstone available cards out there, it's not even close. So that being said, this has a ton more room for you to grow if you're into competitive card games, but playing an online version is kind of refreshing. I did just recently, if you haven't checked out my video, I recently am building a physical commander deck, just to physically play with my coworkers. But having this online kind of platform to play around with is pretty nice, because you're not forced to spend a ton of money on building a deck or a pre-con deck. It's completely free. You can experience Magic for free and see if you like it, and then decide if you want to move on to the physical card games and actually go to physical tournaments, things like that. But that's that's pretty much my first impression of the game. I think it's great. I think I'll continue to play this and see how it goes. And then once we get through the storyline, there's battle modes. You can battle online or solo battle with your own decks, and this is pretty cool. And then you have card collections. I haven't even scraped any of these, so quests, things like that. This feature's unavailable, so you do have to see where it sparks. They're saying you have to do this before you can go to battle mode. Once you get the story mode, you can clearly see that at the end of this Planeswalker, you're gonna unlock some packs, and then that unlocks potentially your collection, I would assume. Right now you just don't have a collection, so very cool. Overall positive. This 40 to 45 minute first impressions of this game. So the first 45 minutes of this game have been pretty enjoyable. Coming from a Magic player, I'd be very curious for those who have not touched Magic or not familiar with Magic play. I'm going to recommend this to my coworker who has never played Magic. Correction, he played one Magic the Gathering game with me. I taught him how to play. So it'll be very interesting to see what his feedback is. If he's learned anything or learned more or has a little bit more time. Excuse me, I have to dismiss. I have my work notifications kind of popping up there. But this will kind of give any of those inexperienced or kind of new players a chance to sit down and learn the mechanics at their own pace, without the pressure of people getting impatient and waiting for them to learn how to tap their lands, or all the quirks or shortcomings of a new player, like learning the proper phases and learning how to untap lands and tap that for mana to cast spells, and what spells are what types, and when can you cast a sorcery versus an instant, the nuances of Magic. There's just so much to learn, and this is a very, very good starting point. So it's a little long-winded, I apologize, but would I recommend this? Yes. Would I play this again? I am going to be playing this again. I'm going to be playing the story mode, eventually get to battle mode to see how online battle works and the card collection system and stuff like that. How much can I build a deck, and do they have new sets? How many updates are in here? What free content do we get? I kind of want to see all that in here. It seems like this background is more geared currently towards the latest sets, so I am assuming they've updated it. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Appreciate any feedback. If you have any feedback, comments, or concerns, please leave that in the comments section below. Otherwise, I appreciate all the support I've been getting, and we'll continue this session again hopefully tomorrow, and we'll try to burn through the story mode. So As there's no new Crowfall content, we're gonna go ahead and continue playing other games, or maybe do some design, or we'll just chit chat, review some products. But as of right now, it's some more Magic online, Magic Duels. So yeah, thank you very much for stopping by, and have a good night. Peace out.